Andy Reid apparently knows the key to at least getting the yardage and the touchdowns and the passer rating up. Will he have the key to win the game on Sunday? We shall see here.
They come out with unscouted looks, stuff that they haven't shown in weeks, maybe in years, and they try to throw it on you and surprise you. And that's stuff that they're really good at. They're very versatile, where they can do a lot of different things. And now I've seen so many looks from so many different teams that even if you're not necessarily game planning that week for that look, you can always follow that in your memory bank, and you can pull back from that. And so if I get an unscouted look, you can kind of say, well, I know this team did it to me in week 8 versus where early in the season I couldn't do that.
They're going to get some unscouted looks. That's what happens when you play the Patriots in January. It happens often, a lot of times in the Super Bowl, but even this week in the AFC Championship game. 23 years old, incredible arm strength. We have seen it on display all year long. Can anybody else do what he does?
No.
Nobody.
I don't really think so. I used to think Aaron Rodgers was the top arm talent in this league. But this kid, man, I mean, every single play. And what I saw last week against that Matt Eberflus defense in Indy, really, I loved what I saw. He took what the defense gave him. He wasn't always just trying to push the ball downfield like we're accustomed to seeing happen. You know, when they played that cover 2, he threw in the holes of the defense. I actually saw him look downfield and took a sack. That was growth. That was growth, because so often we saw this kid trying to push the ball downfield, trying to make the play, whatever. And he had the wherewithal to say, you know what, we're okay. I can take this sack and move on to the next play. We've seen no look passes this year. I've also seen him literally about to throw a flat, and then in the middle of throwing it, change his arm direction to throw the slant. Like that's a gift. That's a gift. You know what I mean? Nobody's playing football like this, and I think it's attributed to his baseball background. I cannot say it enough. Yeah. I love our game of football, but when you're young, don't just be a one-sport guy. Do other things. Doug Baldwin talks about running routes and how playing basketball and crossovers helps him with separating. Things like that, man, just makes you such a unique athlete, and I think it is embodied in Patrick Mahomes. The arm talent, man, is phenomenal.
Tom Brady was asked about that yesterday, about baseball, because he has a baseball background, and he says Patrick Mahomes is then able to generate whip.
Yes,
because he's used to let's get 2. You know what I'm saying? You give it a little.
It's almost like he's placing the ball in your hands. Yeah. That's how long his hands are.
For me, I really do believe it's a comparison to a young Aaron Rodgers, where he was able to put the ball anywhere on the field. Obviously, Aaron is a lot older now, but it reminds me of Aaron. When Aaron was there, and they was like, who is this kid that's been sitting behind Brett Favre? And it's like, oh, this is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers can reach any wide receiver and will okey-doke the defense of thinking, oh, he can't get that pass there. Well, 2.0, the better version, the upgraded software, is Patrick Mahomes. He has that ability to hit it anywhere and everywhere, change the direction, no look. But how you do all of those things are his work ethic, his patience, but also his practice skills, where he's in that zone. There is nothing he cannot do because he has that confidence. And he has that confidence because it's been building all season long.
And Steve, he's with a play caller that's creative enough to accentuate all of his talent. See, Aaron Rodgers, I'm not saying no shot at Mike McCarthy, but they just called regular West Coast offense and allowed his abilities to be the difference.
He tries stuff in practice. They encourage him to try stuff in practice.
That's what practice is
to see
for.
what he can get away with. You're exactly right. Where's Colleen?
Oh,
anybody see her?
I'm right over here. Don't worry. Hey, Jeezy. Look, the top 4 teams projected to get in this weekend did. So congrats to all the 1 and 2 seeds out there. Sure, 3 of you aren't winning the Super Bowl, and we'll go home sad and disappointed. But that's not important right now. This is about winners this week. Guys who come through when it matters most. Guys like Dave Damashek, who says not all pressure is created equal.
Well, much to the chagrin of Eagles fans and fans of the underdog story, these NFL playoffs won't get fooled again.
Really? Right out of the gate?
Chin up, Philly. Foles now stands as perhaps the greatest pigskin Cinderella story ever.
I sold